What's the deal? Back like we're never left. Feels like we never left. How's everybody doing? What was that? What's going on? What's going on? How are you? Anybody do anything? Oh, nothing exciting. Nobody did anything fun. All right, gang. So daily, I consider this daily to be a bearish close. The way I see it, market closed for us at 5 p.m. down here, which is where we opened. So I would look at daily like this. We got some room here to 43.50. There should be a level there. But if we hop down to the 4-hour, 1 hour, we're entering into a range. Actually, hold on. Let me get rid of it. I do consider the daily bearish. I think we might be coming up for the session. And oh, we missed it. We had a celery play forming. Okay. So as we're coming up for the session here, we have something else forming. Huh. Damn it. But we'd hop in here. All right. So that train has left the station, but it's moving, and we do have a support here. All right, this might be a steep stop here. If we close like we are right now in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna look for a bottom wick buy right off this area if we open with a bottom wick first. Okay, stops are down here, back in range. We're looking at roughly maybe it's probably going to be more 100. We'll probably start off over here. So 70, 160, 170 pip stop. If this next candle is going to come back down, as long as this 5 doesn't retest this area right now, we might get a retest on the 5. That would suck. What we would expect once you break out and come up heavy like this is a retest of the high here that's created on a smaller time frame. So the 5, the 15, they're going to create a high. Next candle is going to pull back to this area. It's going to retest that high before it makes the decisions. This level on a smaller time frame is technically it's a minor resistance. It's not a resistance in the sense that we understand, but on a 1 minute, on a 5 minute, it forms a resistance, and that level should get retested really fast within a few minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes, right? We should see a bottom wick here, a retest of the high, and whether it wants to continue. If it wants to continue, it'll come up. If it doesn't, it'll create a small top wick and come right back down into the range here. So in about 3 minutes here, I'll set a buy limit. We'll look for something like this. Entry here. As long as this candle does not have a top wick. If it forms a top wick, we'll cancel it. We'll wait for it to tap here. It'll most likely see a reaction anyway. But I don't want to be in a fake out if the daily and is come down and continue with the weekly. So we got 3 minutes to go here. People into the door, into the Zoom door.
Yo.
Open the door to let you into the Zoom. That's the deal. So yeah, that's what we're gonna look for here. The 15 here, heavy stop. Most likely move that stop up. Hey kiddo. Love you too. Give me a sec. Have a seat because I'm in a trade. Well, I'm about to be. Or I might be. Give me a sec. You want to be in a trade? You want to actually no, I can't have you click the mouse button on camera. Email. Get a. Because I'm making a joke. Making a joke. Don't worry about it. Earmuffs. Earmuffs, baby. Come here. I love you. You want to be near me? Move up a chair. Move that stool up that you had here. Okay. You want to be in the video? Okay. Love you too. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Get an email from top one, like a casino camera. You got to be the one that fuck. Trading app name. Trading app. This is TradingView, but I'm trading with top one futures on the funded and with AMP futures on the live. We need a top wick here. Okay. Don't make him go crazy here, please. Because he keeps nudging me. He keeps biting at my elbow. It's really hard to. Okay, this looks good. Top wick. Okay. Bottom wick first. Man. It's not really a top wick, but then again, it broke the previous candle high. What's the 5 doing?
Hey, look, just a heads up. You don't have this on your live.
Yeah, I was about to place it, but then I saw a top wick being made first, so I'm looking to see.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, just making sure. All right.
It's easier to manage one account than two. That one's already set. We might get a worse entry, but like this is going to be a heavy step. If this comes down here, bounces and comes back up. We might get in on the break of highs, or if it breaks highs again, yeah, we'll delete. I'm gonna delete this. And remember, when it comes down here, you might see that reaction still, but it's the probability of it faking out is more once that wick is made. If the first thing it does is come down, we have a really high probability of getting our trade, of winning that trade. And like sometimes, most of the time, a lot of times it'll set up ideally for you to risk 160 pips, but on a not 160 pips on a not ideal setup is just, I got my principles. I come from a good family. Nepali gamer? Damn, you got crazy lag, bro. You in Nepal? What do you do in Nepal? Like, you're either trading or you're a Sherpa. The national sport of Nepal is rescuing climbers. That's their national sport. And breaking highs? What are we doing? See, if we're able to slingshot here, that would be interesting. I would not mind taking the rebreak of the high. I just don't want to take the bottom wick now that it's made this. But a rebreak of the high should push. See something like this, right? Boom. There. But you also don't want to rebreak high without driving off support. If we come back down here, grab orders, right? Bounce off this area, which is a support. Right. Then as you rebreak the high, the resistance, you should head to the next resistance. But you got to understand that position is not likely to have a runner unless the shit all the way, which can happen. See what the 30 does. Gang, maybe we get it on the 30. Maybe this thing closes no bottom wick. Maybe this thing closes leg candle. The 30 gives us a closure somewhere down here. Same bottom wick. More range to fill. And this way the 15 falls in line with that bullish push if it gives us no bottom wick. Right? No more range. I'm just saying. Ideas out there. Don't step on them. Pick them up. A big old 30 leh. Ooh. Ooh. Big brain. I saw it, but I didn't think of it in those terms. I didn't think about filling. I saw it and was thinking of levels at the time. The concepts are the concepts. The probability of the daily getting that bottom wick. I'd say about 75%. Okay. Wait. So I'd say like 95% of candles, more than 9 out of 10, more, probably like 19 out of 20, right? So about 99% of candles have 95%. So 95% of candles have a top and bottom wick. 95% chance that it makes one. But if I add in the probability of what's going on currently, yeah, I'd say that's around 75 to 80%. If we're talking about the candle not just flipping but closing, if we're okay, I'm sorry. Let's put it this way. No. I stated that wrong. It's not what I meant. The chances of this candle flipping bearish are 95%. The chances of this candle closing bearish are 75%. That's what I would say. And my reasoning for that, 95% of candles have top and bottom wicks. So to get it with top or bottom wick, yeah, 95%. But a daily candle closing in the opposite direction would mean a change of structure on a smaller time frame. And statistically, a change of structure happens once out of every 4 attempts. So yeah, you're 3 to 1 in terms of likelihood to continue versus reverse. So that's what I'm saying. The candle continuing in the same direction as the previous one are 75%. So if we're going to continue bearish, it would be 75% without a change of structure. I'm about to play that reel where they're talking about can fish see air. Yeah, it could get a bottom wick and close bullet. Exactly. Yo. Yo, these guys from Ghana, like, they're super dark. Like that's crazy. Like, they showed a substitution just now on the screen, and they showed 2 guys, one subbing in, one subbing out, and they both look like locked characters. It was their real picture, but you can't fucking tell because, bro, look like the beginnings of Wix 9. It's crazy. They just showed one coming in, one coming out, and they showed their like profile and the thing, and they've been unlocked. These guys are dark. I like the yellow uniforms though. Love it. Ghana, I think, was always like the best African team, weren't they? I think. Wait. Oh, we are on. Yeah. Ghana's got to be the African. I think for a long time they were considered. What else we got? Saw you on Lorenzo's stream the other night, Wix. Are you two like the old guard on YouTube? I've honestly, like, I was gonna say it on his stream, but I didn't want to interrupt him. It's like it's kind of, it's funny how like we all know of each other. We just don't all necessarily know each other. I don't think he was around when I started stream, but he might have been doing it on a small scale. It really blew up. I don't know, man. I think it's the dreadlocks and the weed smoking that doesn't vibe with a lot of older heads that wanna that are looking to improve their finances. But I think he gets an older crowd, right? But man. Yeah, Morocco's really good. Where they were in the finals last time. I mean, the semis, right? They made it to the semis last time. Morocco's really good. But yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is, gang. I don't know how much. What do I do to gain more subs? Like, how much more can we win? Do I bring Trump on stream? YouTube's like, oh fuck, he said it. Ban him another year. Giveaways? No, bro, I don't want people here for giveaways. Like, that's, you know what pissed me off? 1/3 of the people that signed up for the bundle and got the account, after that 1 month, unsigned, like, you know, took off. And we were on a tear. So it tells me that they weren't trading with me, or they're doing their own thing, right? They're not into it for the knowledge to get better. They're into just to save a little money, but they don't want to get better. But 2/3 of the people are there, and like, you know, that stayed, and it's like, right? People came for the account, stayed for the knowledge, for the value. Going a littler tour, having private group session. Wait, what was that? Going littler. Yeah, the Argentina game was good. He ran a poll on his stream. Apparently, 70% of his viewers were trading spot over futures, which I was surprised by. I'm not, because like futures aren't allowed. I mean, spot's not allowed only in the U.S. How much more value can I give? I can give a lot more value if I wasn't as distracted as I am right now, in terms of like, I'm not distracted like I can't concentrate, but I would have to dedicate a large part of my day for a little bit to build something that I want to build that would really, really, really push people along. Like I keep telling everyone's teaching you how to trade, and that's the wrong approach. You're not going to remember shit by learning how to trade. You learn how to become a trader, it's going to come to you naturally. Right? Not in terms of, oh, I know everything. No, but in terms of like, I know when I need to pay attention. I know when I'm going to recognize opportunity as a trader. I give plenty of value. I think on my last mentorship, the approach was a little bit wrong, because in terms of not what I taught, like we're way better in terms of strategy and how I see things, and I want to get that across. But the way I taught it, I don't think it's stuck. And I'm like, I have so many ideas in terms of how like you'll have no choice but to think of those things, and you know, remember the concepts and apply them. Just it really depends. A lot depends on who's teaching you the concepts, who's really trying to get it across. Because it's the style. It's the style of teaching. It's not about just the style of teaching. It's understanding. You got to approach things as the student, and you got to see, all right, this is what I want to know, but as the student, I don't understand that what I want to know will not work without certain other knowledge. And you got to have a base for that. And it's just, I don't know. I have so many, but like I'm eventually will put it into work, that plan. But I have no time. I do everything. Whoa, bro, come on. Like Benny spit flying everywhere. He just went like this, and there's saliva all over the screens. Are you serious? It's on your nose. You got a loogie on your nose, bro. No, don't lick it off. Don't show off, because you can lick up to your eyes. I said you got a loogie on your nose. He just went and licked this whole. Yo, chill, bro. Go over there. Go take a shower. Don't come back here too. Take a shower. Come here. Come here. Don't be scared. Come here. But yeah, shout out to, how did this start with Lorenzo? Yeah, shout out to him, because like it's hard to do this. it's not easy to first of all trade. It's not easy to deal with it on your own and you know share the behind the scenes of trading. It's a very weird it's a very weird feeling initially for but then like it one it's hard already as it is to trade and to stream it and then to actually be good at it. Like I listened to that stream. I've been on maybe like 3 or 4 of his stream, not to watch the stream, but like I've stuck around maybe for like, 5, 10 minutes each time, and like I'll I'll search through, I'll see who's streaming, who's doing what, and it's not a constant thing, but it's once in a while if you got time, you know. So I had time, I think last week, just 10, 15 minutes. I hopped on his stream, and like he carries, right? He carries. He gets through to you. He carries. It's not a fucking you know it's not science class at 7:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? In school, remember, you'd be like, all right, civics, I'm gonna sleep through this one. Any of you catch the England game tonight? Yes, this is exactly who they were supposed to be the last time around. They are great. They are a great team. They're young. They just gotta gel. They haven't gelled before, but if they gel at the right time, like the Knicks did, like if they make the run this time around, if they gel at the right time, they're all better, and they've never been able to finish either. Now, like, look at today, second half, amazing. So, I really think if they play like that, they can go far. That was Croatia. Like, who else are they gonna deal with? Any of you cash thing? What else? That's how you steal an audience? What? That's how you steal an audience? What do you mean? We have we have plenty of other streamers hopping into here. We've had not only streamers, just authorities in the space. We've had Uncle Ted here. We've had ICT here. We've had Donvo here. We've had TTE here. We've had I think we've had Lorenzo here. Pretty sure. We've had I don't know if we've had him on here. Zach, Real Deal Futures. I can get Austin Silver on here. I can get the Strong Trader on here. Like it's like I love it when people come through to my streams. Yeah, I get it. We're not competing. Like, yeah, we all want to, we don't all want to be better than the other. We just everybody wants to collab. Everybody wants to grow. We're all rooting for each other to grow behind the scenes. Because it's like Bitcoin and altcoins. When one grows, they all grow. Industry grows, we all grow. The bigger their audiences are, the bigger my audience has the potential to be, and vice versa. It's not about famous or not famous. It's just I'm saying when other traders pull up, he was saying that's how you steal an audience. When somebody else stream, that's maybe like the second time I've done that. I've done that once on TTE stream, I think, twice. Done it on Dombo's stream, but like a lot of us, you guys, look at you. You're here and you're there. So a lot of you are stream hoppers anyway. You're watching all of us. You want to show them your what? Your dumpling? Yo, you got a dumpling. Hide your wives, hide your children. We got a dumpling. I like it. It's cute. I like the rainbow one better. Zach really refuses on beginner trading tomorrow. He said, I don't know what beginner trading is. I fuck with Zach. You know who he reminds me of? The lead singer for System of a Down. I told him that. We were in an elevator. I was like, that's what you remind me of. He's like, well, we're from the same place. Oh no, we were in a cab together, something like that. He doesn't live too far away from me. He's like a 10-minute drive from me. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the traders. Shout out to every. Yo, this guy, Zach, fucking loves vlog. We could not go anywhere. This guy is always vlogging, whether he uses the content or not. He is always vlogging everywhere. Like to the pool, the camera. To eat, the camera. Like yo, he's always car, plane, everything. It's dope. It's cool. I love it. It's cool to have friends that are like active, or like not even friends, just to know people that are active. We're not. Me and him aren't boys, so we don't hang out like that. But it's just like it's very cool, like to see people being active. I'm what do you call it? I'm gonna say I'm attracted to those people, but not in that sense. I'm attracted in terms of like energy wise. I fuck with that type of energy. We got another one. Hold on, gang. We got a dumpling reveal. Let's have another dumpling reveal. In the container, they're not gonna be able to contain themselves.
Wait. It's the rainbow.
Don't you have like a Barbie house to destroy or something? I love it. Here. London Derby, a bit more competitive this season for us. Doing it down on side of the fair. No. All right. We're pulling up. What we gonna see? What does this level align with? But nowhere. This 15 just barely pushed up. Never got that bottom wick. Never pulled back. I'd love a lick handle here. Right. 15 lick handle. I'm lying. I wouldn't like it here. I would like it on the next 15. That would be amazing. But yeah, this we can close like this. This would be great. This would be great. Then if we open up to the downside with the bottom wick, then I'll look at this off the next hourly, because in this case, the hourly will close this. This is what happens. And if the hourly closes like that, we're above the range. The 15 shows us that there's no more room to come down, right? No bottom wick here, no range. So from that point on, we expect to come up. We open up with a bottom wick. It's the hourly, this is the 15. And the 30 will actually, in that case, be a lick handle as well. Right? The 30 would, in that case, 30 would close like this. So let's see what the next 15 does, or if we continue up here, let's see what happens. Good day, sir. Again, can you guys please drop a like and sub to the channel while you're at it? If you haven't done so already. What's up, Aaron? Start trading. Stelia. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. $59 was from FOMC. Yes, from FOMC. Seconds here, and we're to the last 15 of this hourly. There will not be a position on based on this next 15 candle, but on the following 15 based on the hourly and the 15 there might be. Can you have some paper? Sure. Go grab. Is there any more in there? You want more?
I don't want.
Okay. Your birthday's near? Yeah, it's this year. It's actually this year. How'd you know? Oh wait, yours this year too? W. Sick. What are the chances? Anybody else got a birthday this year? Motherfucker born on February 29th leap year be like, nope, missed mine again. 2 years from now. Zoom. Oh, gotcha. Somewhere between August and September? Yes. September 16th. Still remember 2 years that birthday stream. Yeah, for 2 years straight on my birthday. The biggest loss of the year came on my birthday. There was 1 year, and I was like, the very following year, talking to Don. He's like, well, it's not gonna happen again. You got this. Bang! Third year, it was like, we gotta break the curse. I was in like 24, 23, 24. Leap year, born on 29th of February? That's crazy. What are you like, 6? So you're like 6, right? 5 years old. Celebrating your birthday every 4 years. What do? You celebrate it on March 1st? No, it's a full margin Wix's birthday because there's no way it happens 3 in a row. No. We already broke the curse. It happened. This was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and then like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, we broke the curse. You celebrate on both days, you are one. Love you too, kiddo. We're pulling up here. We got 11 minutes. Hey, gang, if you got something to do, if you got to run to the bathroom, if you got to go smoke, if you want to go make some coffee or drink, you know, whatever it is, go do it now. We got 10 minutes, and we might have positions off the next hourly. The possibility. There's no positions here on this 15-minute candle. You got 11 minutes to go here. Give me a sec. I want to run to the bathroom real quick myself, and yeah. Anybody want to talk? Anybody want to host a sermon here? No. What do you? Here. All right, give me a sec, chat. This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people. Uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. My willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it. 542.31. Think I should hold it. Think you should secure some bacon if you're planning. Oh, Ghana just scored. If you're planning on holding for longer, you should have zero risk on the table, and you should have secured something for your W. It work. How far you want to take it is up to you, but I don't know how you trade. If I was in at 42.31, I'd be out. Yeah, 43.43 is kind of inevitable here. These are funky candles, right? No pullbacks at all. Doing that. Minutes here for the hourly to close. Water. 'Quick entry sells, next 1 hour opening. No. Seconds here. Nothing here for us just yet. Not with that closure. No top wick on the 1 hour. Yes, there is. Oh, 3, 2, 1 right there. Closing here. All right. There is a top wick there. Close right. Can get interesting. Personally, I would expect it to push through here. You can wick off of it, absolutely. Right there. But I would, in this case, I'd expect to push through here. Not to close above, but to push through there to get orders. Reaction. I don't have anything to base this resistance off of historically. Maybe right there. That's just not it. Need a more recent level. Only the 15. 15, right? I have nothing else, only the 15s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it pushes through. In this case, you don't want sell limits off here. You want buy limits off there. What do you want to happen first? This isn't the whipsaw. This is gonna get really interesting. High chance we keep pulling up, break this high, and then whipsaw. This is probably the beginning of the whipsaw. Because if we keep pulling up here, we should be able to break through the highs here, come back, and then establish this as the range and then go up. Because this 4 hour is looking to close bullish with 50 minutes left, and looking like this. Unless we start finding resistance and heading back down, there's a high chance that this high gets broken. And then from here, we'll head back down to here, form that range. That's when the whipsaw happens. So, the smaller time frame scheme. Sells on a fake out, but the next 15 is going to have to close heavily. There's the only sells is if the next 15 does this. Then we can look for sells. The candle got filled. Mean like candle over here. Got filled. Great job. Love the shading.
I also did the shading the sun.
Yeah, this I love it. And the hat. And little bow tie. Or a little tie.
It's a boat.
The bow is a little tie. It's a regular tie.
I know it is. Really.
It looks beautiful. Great job. Oh, try it again. Try a smaller one. It looks good. I like it. Great job. What other confirmation you're waiting for? Any confirmation. There's no other confirmation. Just said there's no confirmations. Yesterday, 30 minutes before the New York candle, 30-minute open will go bottom. Well, that's 30. 1 hour close above the range. I took the buys bottom. Wait, connect. 30-minute candle, 9. Yeah. It's a good buy. I would have taken the break at a high there. We'd already closed it, depending how late into the candle that happened. But you got NYC open coming up. Yeah, I'm taking that buy, expecting NYC open volume. Good off support. You closed above the range here. Closed above the overall range. Closed above the range. Massive wick down. Rebreak at the highs. Previous candle high, or wherever high you had here. I'd be in there. She has 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, 1 hour. Yeah. Tell her it's already 9. It's your turn, 9 o'clock. Yeah, go ahead. No, 10 minutes ago. Tell her it's your turn at 9. If she says no, tell her she has till 15, 9:15. It's 11 right now. So she has, by the time you get up there, it's going to be 2 minutes. Go. Tell her. Can't take it away. Got to give her a warning. We back? We've been here. Here for an hour and a half. Been here all day. Scary. It's like the type of shit that makes me not want us to meet each other.
Yeah, I'm laughing. That's funny.
I must not have got him. I hope you didn't write your cellular page and your home phone at the bottom. It's family. Family's family. Music loud as hell for no reason. I couldn't hear myself think. 15 close, right at resistance. Right at the 15 resistance. 30's pulling back here. Nasty 4-hour candle. Am I thinking about buying gold? No, I'm waiting on it to close and print in the way that I need. We can have buys, we can have sells. It really depends what it does. I'm just paying attention. Some waiting involved. Are we printing a resistance? We're at a resistance level. Do I have a bias for tonight? Yeah. Go back to the beginning of the stream. I'm bearish on the daily. But I said we're probably going to look for buys or a bullish move here tonight to make that daily top wick because we need to get to a resistance level. And we're there. We're at the daily resistance level. We're right here, 43.50. I called it on stream that's what we're looking for. It got to 43.49. I was talking about it at FOMC. We'll be looking for price to get back to 43.50 areas. It got to, didn't quite get there yet. 43.48.5. So I'm gonna look for it to re-break a high here and then come back down. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I'm fine being stuck in this range. Just the way it really, it's really going to depend on what it does here. That's going to determine the way we approach it, how we take advantage of it, buys or sells. Or if we'll avoid it altogether. Still respecting. With the hourly. It's more like a rejection wick. Got no pullbacks on any of these candle. Bang. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Nothing to tell me this one won't do that. Yeah, 15 bearish at resistance, nothing else. Just nothing else falls in line. No top of country, you could see something like this. Just simple push. I will say this. If this thing comes down and decides to break a high here, we might take the re-break at a low. It's a possibility. But I'd want to see this high broken. If this thing flips bearish, doesn't drive, creates a bottom wick. If it can break that previous candle high, the current 1 hour high. But no, be the previous candle, previous 15. Breaks the 1 hour high, comes back, even better. All right. This is good. Four-hour back up in range. Deeper. Waiting. Last 30 of the 4-hour candle. We might be waiting on the 4-hour close. Most likely, but this wants to come down here. That'd be great if it could fake out, right? If we get that 30 bearish closure down here, amazing. That would respect the 4-hour level here. Get below here, respects this 4-hour. We can maybe to these areas, 4-hour, 43.17. We're coming up. Maybe we can close no top wick here and get that top wick sell off of 43.60 areas. Right now, this little 15 onion is not enough. There's no top wick here. 30's bullish. 15 closed bearish back in range. Look for a top wick sell, but you need a top wick on that previous candle. Otherwise, this one's got to make it. And once it makes it, it breaks that high. So there's no top wick sell there. 15 of the 4 hour coming up here. Right, it held the range here. We're in the last 15 of the 4 hour. I expect the 4 hour to pull back to create this top wick. No better place to pull back from than here. But we got to break these lows. So do we wait for the closure back down? No, we're gonna wait for this to come down here, tap this area 43.39, push up. After it pushes up, if it can break the lows, that's something we might attempt. But it's got to do it quick. Other than that, it's gonna take probably the next 4 hour candle. Respect, or do we start breaking the lows? We start breaking the highs. Those aren't having more success. We'll see. They might take over. They might take over here. Pips. That is interesting. Hmm. Minutes on this 4 hour. Gang, lock in here. I might take a sell here at the market price. So I'm gonna keep a small stop, just the top of this wick. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. It's a 67 pip stop. Honestly, just small for this. If it wants to push up, it'll push up. I don't think we should go higher than the top of the wick here. So we'll have a buy stop there for 15. I got in late. I wanted to get in right there. It's all right. I don't think we should push up any further if we're gonna come down here. So this is a buy stop for Break of the highs. Go to 4 hour close. I'm expecting the 4 hour pullback. It should have kind of driven with that. So let's see if we can pull back down here. Just the break of the highs here for the top wick. I don't want to get back higher than that. Maybe a little bit higher. 70. Oh, 47. Yeah, 60 right there. That makes it 70. Yeah, we break the highs. We break the highs. It's all right. It's all right. A little less risk here. And we've been able so far to hold this level. Ideally, we can have a 30 fake out here. That would take a lot. It would take a really quick, big, quick pump down here. It's partials. This wick is really key here on a smaller time frame, but we have room on the higher time frame to make a move here on the 30. Yeah, we want a re-break of that low. Because at this point, right, we broke the high, we didn't break the low, it would be a higher high, higher low. We get the re-break of the low, we're filling this. But we get the re-break of the low, we're heading down for the next 4 hour. Understand? So it would be a really early position for the next 4 hour if that re-break happened there. 7 minutes here, that's a lot of time. That 1 minute. It's that 1 minute, gang. Can it bring us down? A lot of volume here in the last few. Yeah, I don't know if I trust this in the last few seconds here, gang. I'm gonna close it right here. All right, break even. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close right now. We got an entry here. If this candle closes bearish, we'll have the same entry. I wanted that run initially. It's too close to the 4-hour close. Likely it does it, but then we get the same entry at the top here. Same exact entry that we just had. 39 flat with the top wick. But this way we'll at least know if it's gonna turn up. Last 5 minutes. Damn, I thought we would get that push initially. But I'm looking at the 5, and the 5 is holding. Right, the 5 held here. It had a chance. No closure, belowsure. If the 5 was able to close a little bit below this, I would have left it open over the last 5. 4 minutes. 4 minutes for this 4-hour candle to close. Yeah, I closed it at B. Didn't make that low, didn't break the low, held the low, broke the high. 4-hour close, I'd rather let it go. Yeah, it's basically it. A bit higher. Thought we'd get 50 on that push and then break even. We don't have to worry about the next one. Didn't quite get us there. 3 minutes. You want to go in the last minute of the 4-hour? Be my guess. Let's do it. Volume is low. My mic or the charts? Goes, it's retrying it again. If like we want to be right over there, we want to like even now that we're out, we want this to play out for us and to be right because it'll set us up for the 30. Ninety seconds. Forty seconds. higher. Need a bit higher. Come on. Stop here. Making a bottom wick first here. Cancel that. Cancel that. Okay, so what we can do here, made this bottom wick here. If we can come up here, break the highs, we'll have a sell stop. Nasty leg handle. Those are the damn support. Huh. Get rid of this. Market sell, sell, sell. Market stuff. Fuck, I executed that later. I still got the top wick. But that was a bit of a late execution. It might make doesn't give us a chance to go break even too soon. Not too late, about 8 pips, 9 pips. In the grand scheme of things. All right, heavy break. Go break even there. It's going to pump back up and create a steeper top wick here. Oh, that didn't let me do that on the funded. It's going to create a steeper top wick. Yeah, I went break even on the live. I couldn't do that here. So I'll have a sell stop now here. It shouldn't have done that. So if it wants to come up, it'll come up. But if it doesn't, I'll have the sell stop here on the break of the lows. It's going to be a bit heavier position. It should be more light clear. Sell stop. Remember, we closed that resistance and the 4-hour now has a top wick. If we're going to come down, it should be to these 4-hour supports. Right here. Got that right in time. Do I want the daily top resistance entry? Yeah, I just want to make sure we're headed there now and we're not making a new one. So if it doesn't break the high, if we come down, break the lows here, it'd be amazing. Created a wick that didn't really exist here before. It's attempting to fill the leg candle. Came up to the top of the range here. Break of the lows should be, brings it down. All right, gang, may the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. Oh, wait. Yeah, it pushes up, no harm, no foul. It's all right, grab a napkin. If you don't want to do it, once again, I'll do it. Benny's food defrosted, thawed off, and like just leaking blood everywhere. Red target, 30 and 15 close bearish. Rebreak of the lows, take us down to support. Rebreak of the highs, should negate the trade. Yeah, I was gonna say Reggie. Now that I didn't know you were advised. Since you're advised, I hope it hits for you first, and then it comes down. If it wants to push up, well, if it wants to push up, we'll either wait on a fake out to come back down in range. If it does push up, right, or we'll wait on the impulse to break at the lows there. Current hourly, the current 4 hour. Tiny has bottom wick for a 4 hour candle. Then again, look at that massive move. Momentum. Oh, that 30 leg? Yeah, I was just not a fan of where support is. Be really far. I think it'll get really interesting once this 4 hour makes a bottom wick and then decides to re-break its own high. I think if it wants to do that. It holds this freaking wick, man. Wait, give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec.
Wicks, you muted.
Yeah, my bad. I was talking about the lick candle. Widest price sometimes fill entirely candle and continue higher when the prior candle appears to be showing a rejection and loss of momentum, when keeps you from reading that as a pullback signal. So there are nuances within the range that you get that lick candle print that make it readable. But there are times where it's unreadable, and usually avoid those. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. Is this a candle that gets filled, or is this a rejection? But there are many nuances within the range that'll let you make that decision, make it a better decision, a higher quality decision. Broke up some blood in my hands, touched my eye. Very much. This was perfect, right? So let's look at this. Where's my arrow? All right, we have a level here. Boom. And we have a level here, right there on the bottom. So, right, we have that resistance, and as we're coming up to there, we see it across the board here. Multiple instances in the market. It just happened again. All right. We need some kind of indication that we could take that wick entry. Drop down to the 15. What is the 15 print right there? It prints a lick candle. See this lick candle? It gets printed. You open up with a top wick to your level on the T. This tells you this should get filled. Candle opens up over there. You're like, all right, that's our level, resistance level, multiple times, instance in the market, multiple times. It's the most recent resistance. We're pulling back to it. And the 15 gives us a leg candle that says we should get filled the other way off this resistance. This is where you know this leg candle gets filled. You take that top hook entry right there off the 30 level. Your leg candle fill is your initial target, and then after that it's happy trailing. That's a great example. I thought so. Well, because we spoke about it a few days ago, I was like, man, we just had like a really good example. Level is this? Man, this top wick really screws me up because we can re-break this high, right? This could be a support tap, and we can re-break the high, continue on with the 4 hour. Personally, I would rather. Damn, that sucks too. Look at this wick right at our entry. Look at that wick right at our entry. Yeah, I'm gonna delete. It could flip by a pip right into that wick. Wait on the fake out to actually happen, because until then it looks like, yeah, let's delete this. Email address? Yeah. Post it on YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't. If it doesn't look like we're getting anything on this 30, I might take this into the signal channel. Into the private community. Want to be a part of that? Get the bundle. Been a long evening. At least we got something for the day in terms of FOMC. We're trying to keep the 100 pips a day average going. Hooked longing and shorting. Probably happened right after, like one after the other, right? Try to take it the other way after it didn't work out, and then it came right back against you. Alright, my eyes hurt. Too much time on screen today, too. Some blue light glass. What it is, chat. I'm just allergic to bullshit. We've seen some bullshit right now. Be a 30 closure above the range. Oh, we forgot to add the BE to the record. What happened here on the 30? It closed above. We are clearly above our level. Yeah, gang. I'm gonna wait on a fake out here, probably a drive back down. I would love for this 30 to fake out. It would set us up for some really nice sells, which means I would love for this to do this. Then I could start looking for these top book sells to come back down here. This would re-break the 4-hour low, come back down for a steeper 4-hour wick. The support is down at 28, so it gives us room to trade. Yeah, if it's gonna take a few 15-minute candles. It's not gonna be this next 15-minute. You might get some buys on based on a 15-minute, but I'm not looking for that right now. Not off that candle. So let's see if this 30 can fake out. Be careful here. It might bounce off this area, come right back up. The 30 did close above. You are making a bottom wick here. There's high likelihood it fakes out, but you just printed that little nasty resistance on the 15. You only have about 15 pips to fill there. I'm not looking for that rebreak at a high. You guys can if you want to. The hourly doesn't really have a bottom wick. The 4-hour doesn't have a bottom wick. Only the 30 did that, but it created a top wick here. So I'd be careful and I'd wait for these closures back below here to see if we can form a steeper 4-hour bottom wick. All right, I'm gonna call it a session here. I'm feeling great, Ethan. Gang, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I think tomorrow is the last New York session of the week, right? Friday banks are closed, I believe. So let's see if we have a New York session stream. Try to do it. If we do it, be around 9 a.m. And we will have an Asian session stream tomorrow. So I appreciate everyone for coming through. No positions here on stream. We had one for a FOMC on stream, but I will look for positions with the private community. And like I said, if you want to be a part of that and catch those dubs, get the bundle. Go get your top 1 futures accounts as well. Those are the best accounts in the game right now. The best deal in the game right now, right? Everyone's got the account. Best deals in the game right now. Use code WIGS, you get 50% off. Plus you get, there's a lot of accounts that are $39 accounts. You could do a buy one, get one free. So top 1 futures, use code WIGS. And I'm going to see everybody here tomorrow. Zoom gang, thank you so much for rocking with me. As always, Clubhouse mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all as well. As for me, gang, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Have a good night, everybody. Signal channel, stay locked in throughout the next hour and a half, possible positions. But I will try to give you a heads up and tell you when to log in. Have a good night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Later.